Hello guys and welcome everyone to today's Mercedes AMG Virtual Championship. Guys, it is time for round number 4. It is time to do the very best possible result in the very minimalistic way possible because you probably can see here I am currently equipped with a long-term ECG which I'm wearing today, and I'm grateful for the appointment. The only downside is, while having this, I'm not allowed to sweat too much. Now you'd be like, Michi, sim racing and being without sweat doesn't really go very well together. And you guys are absolutely right about that, which is why we're trying to do this in the minimalistic approach, saying, yes, we have prepared. Yes, we're at home for almost 2 hours. Free practice has begun 45 minutes ago. However, we're hitting in it now. Then we're going to do and take part in qualifying. And that's probably going to be it. Not saying I'm not racing. Of course I will race, but I will choose very, very carefully whether I am competing for a P14 and I go start sweating all over the place, or whether I just leave it. That is the background for today. That is the way we are considering that race, and that almost means good mood guaranteed, because we're not going to get frustrated over bad performance because we're not giving it 100% most necessarily. That said, it is obviously a shame that this championship race is being a little bit, how shall I say, intimidated by the fact that we have this medic device on. But again, it's important for the checks, and we are just dealing with it the best way possible. A little bit of a test of the the heart circulation system is always it's always a good thing, also when the ECG is on. But apart from that, obviously, and I look like I haven't ever done a lap before here, right? Yeah. Apart from this, though, we need to deal with the situation as goody as possible. And I still have the feeling, for whatever reason, that this race might be way closer than I think it is. I may be wrong. Let's see. 20 drivers, Division 1. We got up here with Sheldon Muscat and with... where is the other guy? I think Stefano. Where is he? Stefano Battistella. So 11th and 12th. Marin Bezier, obviously a well-known person from the Le Mans Ultimate side already. So some familiar names indeed. Nicholas, hello there, how you doing, man? Thank you for joining. How is your afternoon? How is the day? That's great to hear. So what's everyone doing? 53.2. Can't remember, what did I do? 53.4-ish? Off track, amazing news. Tire pressures might be a tiny little bit on the low side. Let's see about that. 55.1. Obviously not a great lap. Needless to say, yeah, I think James Baldwin, as being a former Mercedes, or maybe he's still a Mercedes esports driver. I didn't know whether he is still with the team or whether he left. James Baldwin has been invited for a couple of guest runs, I think, as far as I'm concerned. Don't slide. Kinda really missed the apex big time. So 54.0. They'll get me in P14. The usual half a second off Sheldon. Don't get me wrong, this is like not unknown territory. I would have been surprised with that little bit of a practice on Monday to come here and be like as quick as Sheldon. Because let's be honest, apart maybe from that one qualifying lap around Kyalami, Sheldon has been absolutely miles faster than me. That don't even dare thinking about being in the same area. David, good evening to you. How you doing, man? Yeah, exactly. I think James is not with Merc anymore, but he got an invite for this one as a guest driver every now and then. I said, I think the pressures are a tiny little bit too low. Which we can see in lower pressures on the left hand side clearly. So I think I got 2 more laps in it. Let's hope without overdriving it in the third sector, it got us a little bit the pressures that we need. I'll need to adjust them anyway. Ah, I off-tracked the lap! Why though? Well, look at me. Maybe I'm not fighting for Pete dead last. Yeah, but, you know, I don't know the full reason either. I mean, obviously I spoke about it with him a little bit, but I think that Rennsport frustration is generally a huge part on all the esport drivers in the industry. Whether that is James Baldwin, whether that is probably also Bono House. I've spoken to Fatality drivers, and the guys are kind of mentally drained, and I understand why that is the case. Gotta say, maybe the tire pressures are alright. 53.6. Don't get a moment here. Awesome. I do have a single monitor ultra widescreen 49-inch no triples. You're welcome, Pugly Cosworth. Thank you so much for your follow. Much appreciated, man. So please, Michi, get the lap together in a good shape now. Well, of course, the shape could be better, but it could be much worse as well. Too much understeer into that turn, costs me too much entry speed. That was a good one though. And then that is the best lap of the session for me, 3/10. Actually, pressures are fine. Pressures are fine. I don't know where I ended up now, but I was certainly the car that we're all waiting on. 10 times 60 divided by 1. What are we doing? Threes? There's 6 laps and I may not even get them done all. I'm gonna just take 20 liters and say F it. Drive, and here we go. Well, I think an ultra wide is certainly better than a single 1080p. Whether it's better than a triple, I can't say. That's probably personal preference. For me, it is fine enough like that. Well, it depends. If you will want to go for full immersiveness, I would go with VR and then with a triple. If you want to go for performance, I would go with an ultra wide, because remember, a triple screen setup means 3 identical screens, 3 identical positions, 3 screens to synchronize and set them up in the same way. Just lots of fiddling. Nothing I'd be interested to, if I'm fully honest. But obviously that's me, I'm odd. I'm your odd German. So, here comes qualifying then. And whatever the hell I'd be able to do in it. Hans van Velzen, hello there. How are you doing, man? Thank you for joining. A brilliant lap so far, certainly it's the first one on cold pressures and tyres. So to an extent I'm like, please can I fuck it up? Yes, Michi, come on, keep at the push. Two more 10th in it. Just about not cut it. Here a little bit too wide though. Have to scrap off a bit too much speed, but we're still alright. Maybe I should have gone in a bit wider here. We're still on it for 1.5 tenths at least. And now we're off. Set story. 2 more laps. And just 1 more lap. Oh, F. I should be a bit more stable on things. Basement Formula, thank you very much. Much appreciated, man. Meanwhile, I can calculate the fuel required. 36 liters for the race. It's such a tricky track that is regarding the pressures. Like here into the long right-hander, we're coming in with very much too low pressures. But through here you gain so much heat in the tires that the pressures are just coming up in the way you'll need them. And still though, I think the general rule of thumb is smooth is fast, and I'm not quite smooth enough. Which tells me, you see that right now, and the pressures as they are a little lower. I think I need to click more on the pressures. Anyway, final lap for us. And it's off track. Ach, meine Fresse. Yeah. So what I said, literally the first lap was the best lap. So I go up with the pressures, I click all around. Save it. And just wait for qualifying to be done. We're sitting P12. And see, the 2/10 is the difference between 12th and 9th, literally. Which is a sad story because we could have had it. I hear you, ally. I hear you. Yeah, I think it's a great... Honestly, I think it's a great wheel. Not gonna lie. Right, I go for a quick P-break, and then we're gonna go for the race. Yeah, here we go. Ach, yeah. Like, I'm torn between saying it's completely fine, having not found the 2/10, and it's like really dumb. But let's see how it goes. I think most important for me is to survive lap 1 literally without any damage. And then let's just see what happens. Like, I can't crank in the laps that great, that good, that consistent. So it's just going to be down to that. Apart from that, actually, I'm fine. You're like, it is Division 1 after all, which means like this is where the esport people are. And with me also being an esport people, obviously, however, more on the Le Mans Ultimate side. It is a stretch, me not knowing the game hacks, techniques, call it whatever you want it, that well. Me not having too much ideas about the setups and stuff. I'm literally just trying to, rely on some people's hints, tips, and stuff. And that's all I do. And then I'll just drive. I just drive, and that's why I'm in such a good mood, because I'm going to be fine, as much as I'm concerned, really. So, lessons learned from last time, not being out of position on the griddy. Probably I was out of the thing again. Thankfully no penalty this time because I reacted on it. Left a huge gap though. Yeah, it's nice. Why should I even rage about it? Was it my mistake? Did I come over too far to the left, or have I been punted? I can't even say. Like, I'm looking forwards for yeah, let me know what you think about, like, if I caused this. My car's surely down on performance, I assume. Plus, my pace would have been marginally not been slowest. I really just wanted to survive turn 1, which is why I went sort of like early on the brakes, around the outside. Now we're sitting almost last. Well, let's see what's still possible. 11 laps here, just 20-minute races anyway. You think the guy on the inside was the issue? Guy on the outside came across and killed me. Copy. Now this is some good stuff here as well. Should have maybe not overtaken the 10 when it was off, but either way, probably none of my pace anyway. Let's just try pulling behind, learn something if we can. But that's the thing, because we already had a yellow. If something happens in the front with more yellows, I can't even do anything. Having said that though, I see a couple of greens on the board, which I'm delighted to see. Either means people have more damage than me, or I actually have some pace, which would be phenomenal. I also was wondering if I'm catching on cars ahead of me, but I think I don't. Let's see now on the straights. What's the deltas? 3 seconds. It sort of keeps the same, but for Mato, Battistella, they're all faster than me. Coming here again after 1 lap. Track limit, awesome. 4th will get me in trouble, right? 3 track limits are fine. I mean, let's not even get it that far, but just in case. So we're coming for a 43.3. The car incidentally seems fine, honestly, like, the car in itself feels alright. And also pace seems to be, I don't want to call it on target. Here's where I'm maybe a bit off in general. But I'm not that far off all the competition. That is maybe a little bit too directly into the turn. Let's not cut the exit there again. So we're catching Formato. Actually, we're catching a couple of guys ahead. I think we still got a top 10 possibility here. That would be crazy. And at the same time, it's just 5 seconds away. Yeah, after the race we certainly should have a quick look into the incident. So 53.6. And this time nothing is green ahead. Number 2 warning for track limits. Can't wait for getting the 3rd one. And then literally I'm sitting on the edge already of what's legal. Lewis! Hello there. Thank you for joining. How you doing, buddy? That's bad news. Just kept it, but lost a shitload amount of time. Also here, just kept it close to the track limit. Cars closing in from behind, that's bad. And then it's as usual, as always when I say like I don't freaking care about the results, I get triggered by it and then care about it in the end anyway. I should have been sitting in the draft of car in front. Slipped off the curb, very bad. Bisschen Lewis. Very lucky for no track limit there. Good lap. 53.4. No! Come on! And now I need to be hyper careful. And it didn't even feel like a track limit infringement to me. Like, I wonder where I got it, probably on the inside curb of 2. These track limits are so variable. It's nuts. Yeah, but 14th or 16th, like, whatever. I think it's a drive-through on the next one indeed, yeah. Who spun? And where? I need to, by all means, avoid a drive-through. Because if someone gets a 10-second penalty, I might be still in range. Because both cars ahead like lost 3 or 4 seconds. So maybe there's penalties incoming. But then I'm already sitting 10 seconds behind them. If. Stefano car behind is coming quack at me. Three to go, right? Just don't track limit it. You can still get spots here. Ah, that slide is that slide means we're gonna lose a spot first before gaining one. Pretty sure. Yeah, nice. Yeah, I'm gonna protest that. Like, he just sent me off. Just touching me in the back. Hey, Ian. Like, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do. He had sporting amount of room to the left if he just turns in. The thing is, how... If he turns in from the outside, it's like, how does that even send me wide, though? As a matter of fact, the guy managed actually to kill any sort of chances I could have potentially seen for Michael Formato ahead. So I guess we grab a pen and a piece of paper after the race, and then we go noting down a couple of incidents, and then we see whether we're going to protest them or not. Yeah, crisp clear penalty for the car ahead, right? Like, how am I supposed... or what am I supposed to do in that situation? Like, he could have just given the place back, but now I'm pretty sure he'll get a 5-second penalty. So, final lap then. Pretty much the result that I expected. And yet though I'm unhappy, because if I didn't spin turn 1... I honestly believe, just looking at the pace that I had throughout a couple of laps, there would have been possibilities. More slow cars ahead and I can't pick up on them. Who did Spinala there? Karlockshire again, I guess. Well, race 2 is about to begin. Replay. Save replay. And then we quit real quick. Because... well, firstly, I... quickly... save setup, and then we have 10 minutes to review this. GG's. Please, 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 I hope that the stream is not laggy for everyone else. Sorry, I wanted to get you in that view. We are gonna go back here. We are going replays. Where is that again? Gallery, right? Yes. Play. Then I have my phone, where I'm going to note things down. Notes. Right. Change camera. We want to toggle the AD. Change camera again to the long one. So who's that car on the left? You know, I probably can't even... It's Sheldon. Yeah, it's probably not even something that I already see a 10-second penalty for signs. Like, if anything, it looks like I'm cutting across Sheldon. And Sheldon has no chance. And the rest of it, that is just a racing incident. Sheldon could go a little bit more to the left, but it's like such a tiny notch. This is the more interesting one, though. The physics again. Like he how the hell is it possible that he goes into my back and I just get sent wide like this? Anyway, I'm noting it down. This is lap 10. Turn whatever 9 car 546 Stefano Bon Zignor. The word ignore is in his name, very suspicious. I just received the Twitch Steam message. Yeah, it was a very odd moment indeed. Very good. Yeah, that should be a pen. And then, I don't know what was the race result, but... What do you think about this lap 1, turn 1 incident? Like... whatever. This turn 1, lap 1 is so unlucky, but I feel like it's just... really just the, like... race incident. Yeah, Sheldon, I saw, like... It's unfortunate, you know, like, even if I would protest it, I think it would be deemed a racing incident because it's just, like, turn 1 shenanigans. And then at the end of the day, I think it's even partly on me because I also tend to like cut a little bit across back to the middle, trying to open up for turn 2. If I don't do that, maybe we stay clean, but yeah, whatever. I think it's unlucky. I just leave it with that. I just didn't want to come P-last, and I did not come P-last, so that's kind of fine. Okay, all these pins are still looking very much in place as they are supposed to be, which is awesome. Quickly doing a bit of notes. All right. Back in the rig. Carbon splitters. Where's your girlfriend working that she got carbon splitters in it? Is it the motorsports front wing cooking machinery job? Yeah, server should be coming up in 2 minutes. Okay. I rather wish to keep my current legs on. Otherwise, no racing. Yeah, I think I asked you already. Now, since you mentioned it, we shared something about that. Jesus Christ. Who? Like, they say R-Factor 2's HUD was stupid, but who designed that the cursor is moving away when you move the mouse off the chat? Of this line of typing it in. Like, I don't get it. Alright. Back to business. I like it, guys. The guys' ideas. So can we this time actually set a lap that is like quick and not invalidated? That would be amazing. Ah, MD. Medical stuff is expensive AF. I wonder what my health insurance is paying for my long-term ECG I'm doing today. You know, the person sticking it on in 5 minutes, and the thing is doing a job 24 hours, and then probably some AI program is looking over the data and then waves a flag if there is some issue. And yet, though, I guess it's a couple of €100 that the doctor is able to invoice to my health insurance. Spot on, guys. But then, let me guess, 80% of the lost leg people are crash bicycles. I'm sure you have the statistics. 53.6 to begin with. Oh, apparently I have some small graphic issue. So I'm restarting the game. Yeah, I think diabetes is general disease that is, yeah, pushing forwards here due to the people's health standards. You know, we all get that like kind of vegetarian veganism everywhere, but like people like me that love meat and all sorts of bullshit like crisps and snacks and, you know, all these things. I am very, very well aware of this being a thing. Yeah, it takes a sip of cola, exactly that. I was a soft drink person literally until, I don't know, like 3 or 4 years back. I can't remember. There was one occasion where I sipped on my Fanta and like I was like, it literally just tasted like sugar and water. And it's like sugar, not even like orange juice or whatever. And that kind of was the day where I lost my faith in it. Not my, I mean, I knew beforehand it was just sugar all around anyway. Like, it wasn't any spectacular news to me. But it was the first time where I really experienced, like, the taste of pure sugar mixed with agua and maybe some little bit of flavor. And that was the moment where, like, I shouldn't drink this. Like, I can't have this anymore. So here we sit with the agua, right? MD, you are not wrong. Just that the fact. I drank that many coffee like beforehand already. So that wasn't even like that didn't change really, if we're entirely honest. Yeah, hyperdrives, but then like, you know, I've seen people, they were like, oh, I'm getting so fat and whatnot, but like they keep eating stuff every 2 hours. Had that in my office once. So, just waiting for the free practice to be done. Yeah, well, I think there is in the Scandinavian areas a lot of people use bikes. It's just a very different type of mentality. I mean, you know, in Italy, everyone is using that Piaggio or whatever it's called, like that three-wheeled little type of lorry thing that is like half as wide as a Fiat 500 and even shorter than a Smart. Piaggio, I think they're called, right? Like, that's the Italian bicycle. Or the city rollers, like the Knatats. So, as much as we've spoken about society things, let's focus back on racing. Qualifying is on. These Piaggios are nuts, man. I once was on holiday at Lago di Garda, and then one of these things came down the hill, flipped over the side on the main road, and like immediately 6 or 7 peasants came out of the houses nearby, just ran down the road, flipped the Piaggio back on. The guy got in again and said, "Grazie, grazie mille," and went off. It was like such an amazing thing to see. Nowadays, people come out of the house to get the cell phone out and like take a video from it and put it on fucking Instagram. That's how society has changed. So the first lap is a write-off anyway due to low pressures, but I hope the second one could be a real good one. And yet there is a high 53, or maybe rather a 54.0. I won't stay on track, it's just about valid. I need to make this count though. And what I do is just throwing it away like a mad guy. Uh, Michi, get your shit together and just do your job. Because there's only 3 laps to go. Maybe even 2. Okay, we lack a 10th, but the lap's still valid. So we take that. Ah, didn't lock in here. Hopefully didn't slide that around too much. So we got a little benefit in lap time so far to 10th. Kids are doing so much dumb stuff, I can't even get started. Today I'm really thankful I'm no longer a kid of these days. But then I do sim racing, right, so... Yes, that is a good lap. Excuse me, was a good lap most likely. Ah... Still improvable. It is the best that I could shot. And hell yeah, it's a 52. Let's go! Wasn't far enough on the inside. I nudged that curb. Ah, I could have been P9. Hey, but like P10 is amazing. P10 literally is amazing. So we put the fuel and we're waiting for everyone to finish their laps. Let's see where we end up. So we stayed 10th. Now let's just see how good things are going this time. What schedule are you talking about? Like the more ultimate schedule? I'm not doing too much of it, as you know. Ah man, a 10th in Div 1 would be a really good result, actually. But hey ho, let's not spin turn 1. I'm not sure if I'm sitting in a better position this time. Probably not. Right. I'm sleeping every time. Let's not get bonked again this time. Can't wait for the penalty. No time gained. Copy. Ah, no! I didn't even want to hit him. Nice, this time I'm getting the pen. Who did I kill? Nah. This race is just starting as good as the other one has finished. Has started. So I'm still sitting 10th. Who did I kill? like, it was also just a stupid notch. And the guy goes completely flying. Bezier. Like, can straight away go and say sorry and probably won't help even. Like, don't even want to say that Marat is no... not sporting enough to, like, accept it, but, like, if he goes for a protest, which I would understand if he did, then he quite rightly does so, and then I think I get a penalty. Like, you know, if I would be dying like that, you guys knew from my reaction in the last race as well, I would be literally the same. So, how long can we hold on for 10th without dying? Question mark, that is. Well, lap time is rather one of the more stronger ones of mine, to be honest with you. And I think I'm already losing the position here. Yeah, I think I'd rather touch the car behind me and then touch the car ahead. If I'm entirely honest. I'm sure that's a cut. Wow, so lucky. Oh, Michi. Missed the apex so stupidly. How much was I up on the time? Mara, yes. I also wanted to just get the draft, but I bumped first on the car behind, and then I nudged you, and then I was surprised the way you got flying there. Like, all I can say is that I'm really sorry. That wasn't obviously the desired outcome of my idea. I'm very sorry you got a victim there. And I think as much as I'm a little more ultimate veteran, I have very little, as in like almost no experience in ACC, so I'm really sorry, man. To me it felt it was like the slightest of notches in the first place, and I don't wanna, you know, I don't wanna like describe this as being excusable. It's my mistake, I know that. At least you qualify into Division 1 in the first place, and not like me, coming here as a Division 2 pleb. Oh, what am I doing? Can't wait to see how much damage I got on my front now. What is that collision model of ACC though? 2 seconds. Car could perhaps still be fine, but like, how am I going to do moves now? Rumble Michi is on tonight, huh? 6.5 minutes. Now I'm doing the same thing. Just too far off. Unless car ahead is huge damage. Oh, this might just work out. Okay, we can fix this. All we need is a clinical first sector and a good run onto the main straight. Like onto the longest straight, not the main straight, but... Ah, you guys know what I'm on about. Yeah, I know it's doable. But I only have 3 laps to do the job. And now just one more track limit left. Now this is a much better approach. Can I get the overspeed though? Yes, very good. Two to go. Very nice. If I could just do my job and like run into the distance. That would have been so great for 10th. Now these guys with a broken bonnet, they are suffering on the straights. So, out of the bottom half of finishers, which should be P8 to P15, the guy with the fastest lap in that bunch gets 2 extra points. And I think I may have that fastest lap right now, I'm not sure. Something to quickly check after the race. Track limits! That's a track limit, no time gained, but certainly lots of time lost. I think my fastest is a 52.922. And I may not have seen anything higher than that in the guys finishing from P8 to P15. And 2 extra points would be giga because despite penalties, they shouldn't be taken away from us. So how can I see fastest laps of everyone? So it's a P10, which is nice. Penalties incoming though. What do you mean, what place am I looking for realistically? Like P10 is... Honestly, with P10 I exceeded my own expectations for tonight, so... Timetables. Where is fastest lap though? Sheldon 38.1. Oh, come on. How can I see fastest lap of people? Can I see that anywhere anyway? Is there a result file somewhere? Guys, Lamano. Where can I see a result file with fastest lap of everyone? Ah, I could have seen on my dash. Shitty. Please let me know. Can I see somewhere from the replay file? Is there some XML file that I could have a look at? Like something? ACC people, anyone? Please? I guess I need to let myself being surprised. Ah, come on. ACC results. Folder is empty. That's always good. Yeah, whatever. So I probably go into the Mercedes chat and be like, "Hello, where can we say, where can we see fastest laps of the result?" Because I'm curious of those 2 points. Effectively, I think I'm sitting P40 something in the overall championship. Remember, it's a championship between 180 drivers or so. Yeah, effectively, like top 50 would be amazing. Okay, I can see the times tomorrow. Anyway, I need to talk to Mara. Let's have a look into that situation. Because it got me curious. So we are launching the game again, looking into the repli. Overtake GG ACC results companion. Yeah, but I I would have needed that to be running, I think. Before the event, but you know, never mind. We're looking into the incident that we caused there. That one. And then the first stupid one was this bonk. Well, that is thankfully just a bonk. And now Marin is on the left-hand side, and all I wanted to do is like I just wanted to let him go to tuck in behind for the draft. Ah, I hit Marin first. I don't even hit the 180. It's just solidly on me. I wonder what's the easiest way to see it. Probably this. Ah, F me. I got, and I can tell you what I thought in that moment. I was a bit scared about those pylons, yeah, but I was more scared. Like I wanted to get into the gap to that guy. Ah, hang on. Which hit was first? Ah, I hit Marat first anyway, and then. Oh boy. Like, does he smash straight into the barrier and did? Ah, fuck me. Ah, that's on me. Like I said it during the race already, but there's nothing to discuss, right? 100,000% on me. Guys, thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the race regardless. Medicore to good appearance in the Mercedes AMG Div 1, I have to say. Could have been much better. Could have been lots worse. Effectively, we didn't fight for last place, which was great. Actually, a top 10 finish should have been P11. And probably the penalty will strike as well. So yeah, we will go downwards in the standings because, again, in Div 2, we finished in the top 3 all the time, but 75% of top Div 2 points would have been worth more than this. It is what it is, guys. It's fine. That's the part of racing. I rather am happy, like, you know, for the achievement of having made it to Div 1, regardless of the way we did it. And with that, guys, I'll leave you to it. We have a rate to Owen Carroll. Haven't rated him in a while. He is live with some iRacing. And then I say thank you so much for watching, everyone. Hope you've enjoyed it, and I see you next time. That is tomorrow for the Le Mans Ultimate World Endurance Championship, online championship in the Ferrari at, what is it, Fuji. Let's see how that goes. Guys, thanks for watching. Have a good one. See you. Bye-bye.